Good evening, dear friend. Welcome to your guided sleep story. I'm Midnight Tales, and it's truly my privilege to be the voice that accompanies you into the realm of dreams tonight. When our story ends, the ambient soundscape will continue gentle waves of sound to cradle you deeper into rest. If you prefer silence sooner, YouTube's timer feature awaits in your settings. And please, remember to disable autoplay. Let nothing disturb the sanctuary of your sleep. If this journey serves you well, a subscription and thumbs up help others find this peaceful harbor too. Now settle yourself into comfort. Let the world fall away. When you're ready, close your eyes. Notice your body, how it rests against the surface beneath you. Feel the gentle weight of your limbs, the quiet warmth that already begins to gather. Your body knows this ritual, it remembers how to let go. Breathe in, let the breath fill you with cool, cleansing energy. Breathe out, and with it, release everything you no longer need. The worries, the unfinished thoughts, the small burdens of the day, let them drift away like smoke. Feel your muscles softening, loosening, as if invisible hands are gently unknotting every tension. Your jaw releases, your shoulders drop, even your thoughts begin to slow, like honey flowing from a spoon. This is your time. There is nowhere else to be, nothing else to do. Perhaps you feel gratitude rising for a small moment today that made you smile, or simply for being here now, safe and warm, surrendering to rest. Imagine everything around you dissolving into soft mist, as if you're floating on a cloud that knows exactly where to carry you. Weightless, sheltered, free. With each breath, you sink deeper. And now, let me take you somewhere beautiful. Tonight we travel to Paris, not the Paris of tourists and daylight, but the Paris that belongs to the night. The Paris of flickering street lamps and frost-painted windows. The Paris where the city breathes differently, where those who work while others dream keep the heartbeat steady. Come, let me introduce you to some friends. In a narrow street near the Rodin Museum, where the 7th arrondissement sleeps under a blanket of fresh snow, there stands a boulangerie that has known 5 generations of the same family. Above it, in a small apartment where the floorboards creak with memory, Jean-Pierre stirs from sleep. It is 2:47 a.m. 6 nights a week, Jean-Pierre rises at this ungodly hour, though he would never call it ungodly. To him, this is the sacred hour. He moves through the darkness, without turning on lights, his feet remembering every step. At the bathroom window, he pauses. Outside, Paris glitters under a dome of stars, the kind of stars you only see on the coldest, clearest nights. Snow, new fallen and pristine, catches the starlight and throws it back in 1,000 tiny diamonds. This moment, every morning, fills him with a quiet joy that has no words. The whole world feels like his Alona, secret garden locked behind sleep's gate, and he holds the only key. He takes 3 deep breaths, bare feet grounded on warm wood. In, out, the cold world outside, the warm world within. The contrast reminds him he is alive. Dressed and descending the narrow staircase, Jean-Pierre enters his boulangerie, his hands scarred from years of work, strong as oak reach for matches. The ovens wake with a soft pop and crackle, wood catching flame. He closes his eyes and listens. It sounds like applause, like welcome, like home. This kitchen hasn't changed in 100 years. The marble counters, worn smooth by countless hands. The wooden shelves, dark with age and flour dust. He can almost see his father there, rolling dough at dawn, humming old songs. His mother, laughing as she burned her first batch of croissants at age 16. Jean-Pierre pulls out his pastry, some prepared last night, resting in the cold room, developing flavor while the world slept. Butter, pale, gold and cold, meets dough, and then begins his meditation. The rolling, back and forth, back and forth. His arms know the rhythm so well, they could do it in sleep. The dough stretches, butter layers fold into impossible thinness. This is not just baking, it is architecture, origami, poetry. Each croissant will have exactly 27 layers. Too few, and it's mere bread. Too many, and it falls apart. As he rolls, he thinks of nothing and everything. This is his prayer, his connection to something larger than himself. The repetition empties his mind, and in that emptiness, he finds peace. Soon, dozens of little triangles rest on the counter, waiting to be transformed. Jean-Pierre smiles. Across the river, in the Louvre, Marie-Louise sits in a small security office, surrounded by flickering screens showing empty corridors stretching into darkness. But she has no interest in screens tonight. Tonight, she wants to walk. Marie-Louise is 23, an art student who couldn't believe her luck when she landed this job. While her classmates work in cafés and restaurants, she gets paid to spend her nights in the greatest art museum on earth, utterly alone. She steps into the grand gallery. Her footsteps echo the only sound in the vast vaulted space. Sometimes she imagines she's a duchess from another century, wandering her private collection. Sometimes she's an archaeologist, discovering these treasures for the first time. Tonight, she is simply Marie-Louise, grateful. The building itself astounds her as much as what it contains. 200 years in the making, this palace originally built for kings, now open to all. She runs her fingers along walls that have witnessed revolutions, coronations, surrenders. The stone is cool and alive with history. Marie-Louise stands closer than any daytime visitor ever could. She studies that famous, enigmatic smile, that slight upward curve at the corners of the mouth. Those eyes that seem to follow you, to know you, to hold secrets they'll never tell. Who was she, this woman? A merchant's wife, they think, Lisa Gardini. But beyond that, she's a ghost. No one knows what she was thinking when she sat for Leonardo. No one knows why he kept this painting with him for years, working on it obsessively, never quite finishing, never willing to sell it. Marie-Louise imagines Leonardo Will Divino. They called him in his Florence workshop, sunlight slanting through windows, the smell of oil and turpentine, his brilliant, restless mind, simultaneously inventing flying machines and painting the most delicate sfumato shadows ever achieved. She leans closer still, studying individual brushstrokes, so fine they're almost invisible. 500 years separate her from the hand that made those marks, yet in this moment, she feels connected to him. Artist to artist, human to human, we are all threads in the same vast tapestry. This is why she loves art, not the fame or the price tags, but this, the quiet communion between souls, across impossible distances of time. She realizes she's tired, sleepy even. She smiles at the Mona Lisa, whispers goodnight, and continues her rounds through the silent museum. Outside, Paris glitters in the freezing night. Laurent drives his taxi slowly through empty streets, and he's smiling. Most taxi drivers hate the night shift, but Laurent chose it deliberately. No traffic, no stress. Just him and the city, having a quiet conversation. He passes the Louvre, sees its glass pyramid glowing like a beacon. The thought strikes him sudden and strange that he's never been inside. Born and raised in Paris, he's driven past 1,000 times, yet never walked through those doors. He makes a mental note. Someday soon. He follows the Seine, rolls down his window just a crack. Cold air rushes in sharp enough to wake you, clean enough to cleanse you. He hears the river's ancient murmur, that sound that was here before there was a Paris, that will be here long after. Eventually, inevitably, he arrives at the Eiffel Tower. He has a ritual. Every night, same thing. Park the car, step out, look up. The tower rises into the starlit sky, all iron lace and impossible angles. When it was first built, Parisians hated it, called it a metal monstrosity, an eyesore, an insult to their beautiful city. Petitions demanded its removal. Now it is Paris. The symbol, the soul, the first thing people picture when they hear the city's name. Laurent tilts his head back, and back, and back. The tower seems to pierce the sky itself, and he feels at that swell of gratitude that catches him off guard every single time. I am so lucky. Lucky to live here. Lucky to call this place home. Lucky to drive these streets when they're empty and beautiful and entirely his. Lucky to have people who love him, waiting at home. Millions of people dream of seeing the Eiffel Tower just once. Laurent sees it every day, and that miracle never grows old. The cold finally drives him back to the car. He has a pickup at the Ritz-Someone heading to the airport. He puts the car in gear and glides through the snowy streets toward Charles de Gaulle. High above the Atlantic, somewhere between yesterday and tomorrow, an Air France A380 cuts through the darkness at 35,000 feet. Inside, nearly all 615 passengers sleep in their seats. In first class, they're stretched out horizontally like pharaohs in cushioned sarcophagi. In economy, heads loll against windows, mouths hang open, dreams flicker behind closed eyelids. Roxanne, the flight attendant, walks the aisles on tired feet. It's been a long shift, Los Angeles to Paris. 11 hours in a pressurized metal tube, hurtling through the stratosphere. She should be exhausted. She is exhausted. But she's also filled with a kind of wonder that never quite fades. Think about it. She was in California yesterday. In a few hours, she'll be home in Paris. She crosses continents as casually as others cross streets. Her office is the sky itself. The plane begins its descent. Roxanne makes the announcement, her voice soft, careful not to startle sleeping passengers. Mesdames et messieurs, nous sommes Orkins, notre destinée. As she speaks, she thinks, how is this even possible? This massive machine, hundreds of tons of metal and fuel and cargo and dreaming humans, defying gravity, floating, flying. And it only works because people work together. Engineers designed it, mechanics maintain it, pilots guide it, air traffic controllers shepherd it through invisible lanes in the sky. Ground crews fuel it, load it, clean it. Every journey requires a symphony of human cooperation. That's when we're at our best, she thinks. When we work together, when we build something bigger than ourselves. The wheels kiss the runway at Charles de Gaulle. A perfect landing. Passengers barely stir. Paris, she's home. As passengers disembark and scatter into the Parisian dawn, as the sky begins to pale at the edges, Jean-Pierre slides his croissants into the oven. The transformation is alchemy. Butter melts and steams. Layers puff and separate. Surfaces turn golden brown and glossy. The that smell begins to drift through the window cracks and under the door. Out into the street where night is surrendering to day. The first customer pushes through the door, just as Jean-Pierre sets out a fresh tray. It's Roxanne, still in her Air France uniform, wheeling her small suitcase. She's exhausted but smiling. Bonjour, Jean-Pierre. Bonjour, Roxanne, he grins, already reaching for her usual, a croissant. Still warm, the layers visible where it's torn itself open in the heat. They know each other well, these two. How many mornings has she stopped here on her way home from the airport? How many times has he saved her the best croissant of the batch? She leaves with the croissant in a small paper bag, already tearing off a piece to eat as she walks. The butter melts on her tongue. Perfect. Always perfect. Minutes later, Marie-Louise appears, her night at the Louvre finished. Her eyes are tired but happy. Unpained au chocolat, s'il vous plaît. Jean-Pierre wraps it carefully, adds a small palmier as a gift. She's one of his favorites. Marie-Louise heads home to her tiny apartment in Republic, already thinking of her bed, already tasting the chocolate. And then Laurent, parking his taxi right outside, hurrying in for a baguette before he drives to the suburbs and home. Bonjour, mon ami. They exchange pleasantries, comments about the cold, the snow, the quiet beauty of the night. Then Laurent is gone, baguette on the passenger seat, heading home to his family. Jean-Pierre's wife, Jean, comes downstairs. The day shift is about to begin. She embraces her husband, kisses his flowery cheek. He's done well, as always. Jean-Pierre climbs the stairs to their apartment, changes into pajamas, slides between cool sheets. His body sighs with relief. He stretches, feels the pleasant ache of work well done, and closes his eyes. Roxanne is already in bed, her dark apartment silent, her curtains drawn. She's asleep before her head fully settles into the pillow. Laurent kisses his children good morning, embraces his wife, and retreats to the bedroom. Under a thick duvet, head on a soft pillow, he lets sleep claim him instantly. Marie-Louise is already deep in dreams, seeing the Mona Lisa smile at her, seeing Leonardo's studio filled with light, seeing brushstrokes multiplying into infinity. And Jean-Pierre, in his bed above the boulangerie, feels his consciousness dissolving like butter in warm dough, melting, spreading, gone. They are all sleeping now, our friends. Their work is done, the city has what it needs, and now, it's your turn. Sink into your peaceful, restful sleep. Your body works powerfully and reliably, breathing, beating, healing, renewing. You can detach your mind from these words now. Let them become background music, a gentle hum beneath your dreams. You are safe, you are secure. Your body heals itself in sleep. Cells regenerate, muscles repair, memories sort themselves into their proper places. Everything works powerfully and reliably. Your mind rests. You can let yourself drift, not in a way, like smoke, like mist, like breath. It's warm, safe, good. Everything rests in the depths of night. Everything is exactly as it should be. Perhaps you feel a tingling in your feet or hands. Perhaps a heaviness or lightness. Whatever you feel, it's perfect teats. Your body switching off, letting go, preparing for deep renewal. Tomorrow, you'll wake refreshed, energized, ready. But that's tomorrow. Right now, there is only this, the gentle descent into dreams. Be open to sleep, be open to deep relaxation. Everything is good as it is. Everything relaxes. Everything lets go. Sleep deeply, dream beautifully. All is well with you. I fall into peaceful and restful sleep. I relax each of my muscles. With every second they grow warmer and heavier. I am sleeping deeply and soundly. I allow my breath to take me deeper. I dream of beautiful places. I allow my mind to slumber deeply and soundly. My body is completely relaxed. My mind is safe in my own space. Repeat as needed.